One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Leaves it with the running back. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And some room to work. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting two guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a third guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Back to throw, it's Saunders. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with it. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this way.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Line is set on third down. To throw, it's Saunders. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Wildcats are on the move. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Patterson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got it behind the line. It's Welsh. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Kentucky going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Saunders. Creates a little space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up after 30 seconds. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. On the run, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. No huddle here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And that one's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pressure coming. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Makes one man miss. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Underwood. Using his feet to buy time. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for the...
Breaks into the open. Oh, better look out. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Kentucky right back to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. Trying to set up the screen. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Hit as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man. It's Gilmore. Turning it on. Touchdown, Kentucky! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then...
Going to take a shot. Got it inside the 10.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. On the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Saunders. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Howell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The sure hands, it's Gilmore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Saunders. He's got him in the flat. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilmore. Open space at the 25. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Saunders. Under fire. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
First and 10.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic. quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeper. Across the 45. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Big fella moving. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 12 over Northern Illinois. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Saunders. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Skinner. It's a seam wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Kentucky going quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Right on the money. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive work.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So now it's second and long. On the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Starts to scramble to the left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fired. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Phase 27 jump.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. To the air, it's Saunders. A strike downfield. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Skinner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Got his man on the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This guy can throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position.
Here we go, here we go.
Direct snap. Here comes the heat. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you,